Welcome back to Lee Live. I'm Olivia.
I'm Allie, and we're your hosts for today's show, and all the rest.
How about we get the show on the road?
Of course. To kick things off, we have somebody with information about a special holiday to celebrate your special person.
Sounds like you're talking about Riley and Valentine's Day. Take it away.
Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. We all know that Valentine's Day is about love and care. But where did this romantic holiday come from? There are two different explanations to where Valentine's Day came from. Some say that the Emperor Claudius II executed two men who were both named Valentine on February 14th during different years of the 3rd century. This then turned into St. Valentine's Day, which was celebrated at church. The second explanation, which is the most common, is the ancient Roman festival Lupercalia. Lupercalia was celebrated in the middle of February for centuries and used to be a more dark holiday where men and women paired off. Sites say it was originally more known for its debauchery until the 5th century when Pope Gelasius made it more of a Christian holiday known as St. Valentine. Over time, it has evolved to the holiday we have now. Now it is about fertility and love, and showing those you care about how much you love them, especially partners. Most people celebrate Valentine's Day by going to dinner or a date with their partner. Some might stay in and watch a movie or just a family. Many people who are still in school write letters to their Valentines. It could be a partner or somebody they like. Most people of all ages tend to get gifts. Some of the most common gifts are chocolate or a box of chocolate. Some get red roses or just their partner's favorite. Many people get plushies or teddy bears for their partners, while others get personalized gifts or gifts that are special to that person. Some people get candies or their partner's favorite snack. People used to get sweethearts for conversation, but many people now dislike them or say they have a chocolate taste. Back to Allie and Olivia.
Thank you, Riley.
She's really got me wanting candy now.
And you know what I want?
Fresh cup mug of hot chocolate, maybe a chocolate-filled croissant to go with it. You know what would be really good? A donut.
No. I want to know what's going on at LMHS.
Oh.
Good thing Valerie can tell me what's up. Fill us in, Val.
Hi, I'm Valerie, and this is keeping you up to date. The regular season for the co-op swim team is coming to a close. They recently had their senior night, where they honored seniors from both teams. Here are some clips from that event.
Season, the captains chose unity as our core value focus. And this group of seniors has been the glue that has united our swimmers. Their open-heartedness, their compassion, their willingness to step up and be a team player that has modeled for all of us how to lead and create a space for others to grow and feel supported in challenging themselves. We are so proud of each of them and all of the hundreds of fast swims and achievements they've had over the years for the Spartans. It's hard to say so many goodbyes at the end of the season, but we know that they are going to do amazing things out there in the world wherever they go. Please join me in celebrating the following swimmers. Breeze Fagioli, Captain Tally Molino,
Let's talk to senior captain Kelly Molino about her experience on the team. So, why did you join the swim team in the first place? And when did you join?
My older sister, she was on the team, and she always swam, so I decided I wanted to swim when I was in high school, and so I joined freshman year, and I've really liked it, so I've done it ever since.
Did you know how to swim when joining?
Yeah, I did, because I grew up like in a swimming family, and I swam on the club team myself when I was 5 to 7, but you don't have to know how to swim. My coach, Joe, is willing to teach you, but, it's not swim lessons.
What's your favorite memory from being on the team?
So my favorite memories have taken place, like cheering for my teammates, especially at home meets, because there's a little bit more room to cheer, so more people do.
Is it competitive, or are you just really encouraging each other?
It's very encouraging. I feel like I would say we're a big family.
So when did you become captain, and why did you decide to take on that responsibility?
So I became captain last year, but you have to apply for it every year. And I decided because I wanted a leadership role and I thought that I could be a good role model for the new swimmers.
What types of responsibilities do you have as captain?
To plan Spirit Days a lot for meets, but also just encouraging swimmers.
The end of the basketball regular season is approaching. The boys team has done extremely well this year and are in the running for becoming league champs. 3 of the boys team members are among the top 20 scorers this year, with Joey Abderholland in 8th, Ben Kelly in 14th, and Sam Cordy in 19th. The girls' regular season has also ended. They finished strong and are in contention to place in their league. On Friday, February 7th, the bowling league had their senior night and honored seniors from all teams. From Lee's team, we had Lily Brancato, Brooke Della Justina, Brianna Lynch, and from varsity, Haley Hatzel and Juliana Scher. Here's some clips from that event. Congratulations to 2 of Lee's varsity members, Devin Filio and Jaden Parks, for making the all-county team. Lee will be bowling in the position round Friday, February 14th at K&M. Thanks for watching.
Well, now that I got what I wanted, did you still want to know more about Candy, Olivia?
Yes, I did. How about you tell me about some candy?
That's great. Well, actually, Zoe here is telling us about Candy. So, take it away.
Hi, I'm Zoe, and I want to tell you of the top 10 candies of the month. At number 10, we have Thrills Gum. This candy is quirky and classic. It has a rose water flavor and has a true blast. Next, we have number 9, Gobstopper. If you eat Gobstoppers, you're practically eating the real-life everlasting Gobstopper from Willy Wonka. This candy takes forever to eat. At number 8, we now have Snickers Pecan. I never knew Snickers had a pecan. This version of Snickers, the Snickers bar, replaces the peanuts for pecans and caramel. For 7, there's Sour Patch Kids Hearts Black Raspberry Theater. The Sour Patch Kids aren't shaped the same. They're shaped like hearts with tangy and sweet black. Next, we have number 6, Oreo Double Stuffed Cheesecake. To be honest, I don't really like cheesecake, so this doesn't sound very good. We have the whatchamacallit candy bar for number 5. This is the perfect mix of caramel, chocolate, and a yummy mix of peanut butter, flavored crisp. And yes, the name is fun to say. For number 4, there's Cherry Blossom. This candy has nothing special. It's a classic treat with peanuts, chocolate, and cocoa. At a shocking number 3, we have Perfect Milk and Chocolate. I think this is up this far on the list because of balance. This chocolate can be called a charming figure who is sweet, smooth, perfect gift for balance. For number 2, we now have Lifesavers Banana. I never knew Lifesavers sold real Lifesavers. These deliver the taste of tropical flavors banana lovers love. At number 1, the most bought candy this month, we have Pods Twix. If you want something that's caramel filled and also crispy, Pods Twix is perfect candy. These came from Australia and are bites. The pods are crunchy wafers with gooey caramel and milk chocolate of each one. I personally didn't know most of these candies existed.
Thank you, Zoe. Now it's time for episode number 4 of In-Depth Interviews, my very own segment where I explore Lee's different extracurriculars. Today, we will be diving into Lee's Social Justice Club student leader, Carter Mark. Okay, how are you today?
I'm doing really good. We had a 2-hour delay, so I got to sleep in, and it's been a really nice day.
Yes, okay. Before we dissect this club a little bit more, can you just give like a brief overview, introduction of Social Justice Club?
Yeah, of course. So our Social Justice Club was founded in 2016, right after the presidential election, where students got together because they really felt like they needed a space to discuss and talk with each other about how to make the world a more equal and equitable place. And that has soon turned into doing events and doing fundraisers and literally anything that is related to social justice and equity and equality.
Well, speaking of events, leads me right into what sort of events have you guys done already this year?
So this year, we actually have, last year we only had like 6 members, and this year we have like 14 or 15. So we actually are able to do a little bit more events. So we have done Unify for the Future, which was a event in November that talked about political term education and how to vote, because a lot of our students, if not most of them, are under the age to vote, but it's really important to know what those terms mean when you get to that stage.
Absolutely. And do you have plans for any more events this year?
Yeah, we have 4 more events, I believe. So we're doing Black History Month tomorrow, because February is Black History Month, and we're doing a high school Jeopardy game, where we're doing 5 categories, which is history, sports, entertainment, tech, STEM, and inventions, and pop culture. Did I never say that? I think.
Or maybe.
Pop culture.
We think.
And it's really cool. And then we're doing a mental health awareness presentation or something in May, and we're doing our gun violence awareness timeline in June that we always do. This is our 3rd year now.
Ooh. And so out of all of those that you just listed, which one do you think has the most impact on the school and the people in it?
I really think that the Gun Violence Awareness Day has the most impact on the students. I've had multiple people come up to me and like members of the Social Justice Club and say I didn't realize that there was that many school shootings, because for people who don't know, our Gun Violence Awareness timeline is all of the school shootings that have had physical harm. We have put on posters, so we've put the name of the school, when it was, and how many were injured physically, and how many were killed. And it's in a timeline order, so it's spaced out. So if there was one year and then another, they have a lot of space, but if it was in the same month or the next month, it's a little bit of space. And that visually it leaves a really big impact. And it's really undeniable that it is really a huge problem.
Mm-hmm, definitely. And is there any other change that you've seen from any of the other events?
I think we did a women's leadership presentation last year, and I think that had a really good and large impact on our student body, because the presentation was about the women in leadership and also like the lack of women in leadership in the United States, and we also actually expanded to other countries as well. And it just put a lot of focus on how we treat women. And it was not only like a presentation where I was blabbing the whole time, it was like a discussion. So we showed some videos and we gave some statistics, but we also talked to the students, which had a really big impact on me, and I've had multiple conversations that impacted them as well.
So you said it had a big impact on you. So was that event your favorite? Or is there another one that you liked more?
I would say that was like my baby project. Like I really took ownership of that. That was my idea, and I helped lead that project. So that and the gun violence awareness timeline. I'm like a step parent of it because it wasn't my idea, but I like stepped in a little bit. So yeah, gun violence awareness and the women's history presentation or women's leadership were my favorite.
Yeah, so you are the student leader, which
Yes.
means I've been in the club for a while, obviously. How many years?
I've been in for 5 years since 8th grade.
Wow.
Yeah, 2020.
What have you gained from social justice?
I've gained so much. I think like the biggest thing is like my voice in the school, and just we get to work on our own projects. Like whenever, like we sit down in the beginning of the year and say, what are you passionate about? And how are we going to work to change that? Or to, yeah, not to change your passion, but to fix the issue that you're passionate about. And it's given me, I've been able to share my opinion and help other people also share their voice. And also just like community, because I know I have a lot of strong opinions and I'm very loud about them. If you know me, you know that. So it's a way to like meet like-minded people as well, have similar passions.
So a little bit similar to the last question. What is your favorite part about in general?
I really, really like how it's student-driven. Like you said, I'm the student leader, and that I do kind of help run the meetings. But also, like, we all are leaders of our own projects, which is really nice. Because when I was in 8th grade, I was one of like 4 people, because that was the hybrid COVID year, and we just all had such ownership of what we did. That's my favorite part. We really, the sky is the limit with what we can do.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, well, in case anyone watching wishes to join social justice, where should they go and when?
If you want to join Social Justice Club, you should go to Miss McAvoy's room in C103, I think. Maybe. Maybe. On Thursdays at first lunch for high school students.
Great.
Yay!
Great. Is there anything I missed you want to add?
I don't think so.
I think this was great. This was wonderful. It was so great to interview not only a student leader, but also a producer of Lee Live.
What?
Oh my goodness.
You might have seen me around.
Thank you so much for being here today. Social justice, definitely one of my favorite clubs. And now it's time to learn about everyone's favorite sports teams with Ian and Devin.
I'm Devin.
And I'm Ian.
We're doing a student poll, and the question is,
What's your favorite sports team?
enjoy.
Who am I here with?
Aaron. Tristan.
What's your favorite sports team?
Green Bay Packers. Eagles.
Who am I here with?
Anna.
What's your favorite sports team?
Probably the Philadelphia Eagles.
Thank you.
Who am I here with?
Callum.
Diddy. What's your favorite sports team?
Philadelphia Eagles.
Carter Marks.
What's your favorite sports team?
Orpheus and Eurydice in Hagerstown.
Make,
come see it.
make sure you come see. It's playing March 7th, 8th, and 9th here at the high school.
Who am I here with?
Allie Punton.
What's your favorite sports team?
Green Bay Packers.
John.
Who am I here with?
Tessa Lunder.
What's your favorite sports team?
The Red Sox.
Thank you.
Who am I here with?
I'm Mr. Briganti.
What's your favorite sports team, Mr. Brad?
Be the Red Sox.
Red Sox?
Who am I here with?
Valerie. Kelly.
What's your favorite sports team?
My favorite sports team is the Yankees because I really like baseball.
Say we're the Rangers for
Thank you.
Who am I here with?
Mika Diller.
Ari Noyes.
What's your guys' favorite teams?
Big State University football team.
The Lee Girls JV team.
Boston Celtics.
Thank you guys.
Who am I here with?
Avery. Austin.
What's your guys' favorite sports team?
Celtics. The Celtics.
The Giants.
Ooh, very nice. Thank you.
Who am I here with?
Riley.
And Noah. What's your guys' favorite sports team?
The Red Sox.
The Redskins.
Who am I here with?
Gia.
Emily.
What's your guys' favorite sports team?
Lee Wildcats.
Thank you.
Who am I here with?
Maddie.
What's your favorite sports team?
UConn.
All right, who am I here with?
Zoe. Gemma. Samantha.
What's your guys' favorite sports team?
UConn Whistles. The Patriots.
My favorite sport team is the Boston Red Sox,
My favorite sports team is the Sharks.
and we hope you enjoyed our student poll. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Thank you guys. As you saw in the video, my favorite sports team is Green Bay Packers, but that's also only because it was my dad's favorite. So
I don't have much of an opinion in sports, but I do know a lot about music.
really,
Yes.
Tell us more.
All right. So, everybody, let's talk music. So, according to the Billboard, our top 10 most streamed songs are number 1, Die With a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Number 2, I'm the Problem by Morgan Wallen. Number 3, Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Number 4, Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. Number 5, A Bar Song by Shabuzi. Number 6, APT by Rose and Bruno Mars. Number 7, Timeless by The Weeknd and Playboi Carti. And number 8, Lose Control by Teddy Swims. Number 9, Beautiful Things by Benson Boone. Number 10, TV Off by Kendrick Lamar featuring Lefty Gunplay. So it looks like to me the whole country music fad from a few weeks ago is over, except for Morgan Wallen, who's always up there with some song. So we've got some repeating artists here. I'm seeing a lot of Bruno Mars and Kendrick Lamar. I'm pretty familiar with Bruno Mars. I think he's got a few good songs, but these collab ones are it for me. The song Die With A Smile that he did with Lady Gaga isn't that bad. They've got like a catchy tune, but it's not my favorite ever. I'm personally sad they didn't include like a killer bass line like most Bruno Mars songs do. APT is interesting. It's missing the iconic bass line too, which is disappointing, and the whole thing is super repetitive, which kind of ruins the potential it had, but that's just my opinion. Now, Kendrick Lamar has taken over 2 places of the top 10 here. It seems like his performance at the Super Bowl halftime show has really brought some attention in on him. Last thing I'd like to point out is Gracie Abrams. Last week she was on the board at number 8 with her hit That's So True. Unfortunately, it dropped to number 13 over the last few days, so she was not able to be included in the top 10. But after listening to a few of her songs, I decided she needed a bit of observance here. That about wraps things up.
Wow, you do know a lot about the top 10 hits.
I do.
And I love to braid hair. Is something that I love to do.
Oh my god, I know how to braid hair. I know a few like French braids and Dutch braids.
Well, you know,
but I'm pretty sure not everybody does. It's a lacked skill in our community.
Yeah, and we really all need to learn how to braid hair. And in case you want to learn how to braid hair, Carter, who was just on, is going to teach you with simple instructions. Take it away.
Hello, and welcome back to Simple Instructions with Carter Marks. I'm Carter Marks, and today I'm going to teach you how to Dutch and French braid hair. This seemingly difficult hairstyle will soon make sense to you. Your first step is to make sure that you have brushed your hair and there aren't that many tangles. After that, you are going to part your hair into 2 even-ish sections if you are doing 2 braids. If you are just doing 1 braid, you can skip this step. Next, you go to one of the 2 sections and separate the front part of your hair into 3 small equal parts. Take one of the sides and pass it under the middle section so that the side becomes the middle and the middle becomes the side. Add hair into the strand. Then, take the other side and pass that under the middle section so they switch places. With your thumb, continue to grab small sections as you braid. Repeat the process of adding more hair to the front and back sections and passing them under the middle section until you have braided all of your hair. And voila, you have a Dutch braid. We started with the hard one. So now, how do you French braid? Similarly to the Dutch braid, your first step is to divide the front part of your hair into 3 equal sections. Then you begin by taking the left section of your hair and bringing it over the center section. Your left section should now be on the top and has taken the spot of your center section. As you overlap the left above the center, pull that original center section over to the left, almost as they're switching places. Continue to add hair as you go down until you run out of hair. This might sound a little confusing. I know it did to me at first, but practice makes perfect. Some common mistakes in braiding hair are not keeping the hair taut and close to the scalp, adding uneven sections of hair, losing track of what step you're on, and lastly, getting frustrated and just giving up. That's all I have for you today on Simple Instructions. Make sure to tune back next show to see what other simple instructions I have for you. Back to you, Allie and Olivia.
That was so simple, I even did one myself.
Well, I can't wait to do some when I get home.
Speaking of home,
thank you so much for watching this episode of Lee Live. Bye!